views and opinions expressed on any program and those of persons appearing on the segment or program necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Mad Media Factory and its partners. Some segments or programs on this channel might include strong images and languages and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi! Hi guys! Hi humans! This is Angel Rain.
Hi, and this is Dian from the land down under, from Darwin City, Northern Territory, Australia.
Ay, dapat may ganong accent.
Oh, yeah, of course, of course.
Of course. Me, I'm from Executive Village of Pembo. So, we're, richer than the ones living in Forbes, ganyan. Okay, so how was your weekend?
Yeah, I've got my eyeglass the past week or two. Yeah, I got my spectacles
Glasses?
here,
Oh,
and it has transition. So
transition.
pag nasa labas ka, nag-ano na siya, parang magiging sunglass siya, gano'n.
So from
Galing din.
may
From
ganyan din
clear,
naman dito. Yes, from clear to like shades.
ah,
So anong
and
grade mo? May grado?
may grado nila dito, ewan ko. Parang
Grade
basta
1,
iba.
grade
Pero
2.
I think ang last na grado ko diyan 60, 70, 75 pasang-awa.
Pasang-awa,
Parang
75.
parang 150, 200 yung last na salamin ko pa sa Pilipinas, parang gano'n. 150 o 200, 200 basta parang gano'n.
So you're kind of, doing scholarly peg.
Yeah, ganyan.
Geek peg.
Yeah,
Yan.
gig.
Ayan.
Ikaw naman, how's the weekend there? Balita ko maulan daw diyan, ha?
Actually in parang Visayas and Mindanao area, yes, maulan siya. But here
Okay.
it's still sunny dito. So hoping na the rain wouldn't be that serious para wala, chill lang ganun.
Mhm.
So
Okay,
earlier
sige.
today kasi galing ako sa hospital.
Hmm.
Nagpapa-test lang naman, routine blood test. Si Ayla yung nagluto. So nagluto siya ng ng sisig. Ayun. Na-miss mo na?
Sisig,
Miss mo
sisig.
na? Miss mo na? Walang
Kadilabuan at saka sanggipsal. Ag.
walang sanggip diyan. Ba't parang gano'n yung tunog?
Ag. At
Ayun.
saka last time nag-buffet kami dito, feeling ko mas masarap yung buffet sa Philippines, mas maraming options.
Ay, true. Diyan ba puro biskwit lang? Puro biskwit tsaka tsaa?
Oo.
Unlimited tea and biscuits.
And cookies, yan, and fish and chips. So mas masarap
Kakaloka.
pa rin yung food feeling ko sa Pinas or mas sanay lang ako sa pagkain sa atin.
Mm. Ayun. Ay. Ang mga namimiss mo mga laing, ganyan, laing.
Mga yung karinderya foods.
Karinderya foods. Bibili ako dito kila Aling Maring. Tapos
Oo, dyan din sa Pembo, madami dyan.
Oo,
Sila kanto lang.
yung naka-plastic, tapos bago nila sa'yo, syempre nakasarado yung plastic. Hipan muna nila. Tapos saka nila lalagyan ng pagkain. Nakamask
Kung
sila.
mainit ko.
Oo.
Kung bagong luto naman daw, okay lang. Kasi mainit. So, mamamatay yung virus.
Alright. Ayun. So now siguro last week we have interviewed Dinah to tell us more about how is it as a mother, syempre yung love for her children and also love for her career na parang niya na pagsasabay yung being a mom of 3 and also being a full-time career woman. So today it's gonna be also an interesting topic kasi syempre what we will discuss is beating the odds, beating the norm. Of course syempre sa ibang bansa this is already well, they are more open about it, but here in the Philippines, not yet. Well, we are somehow, um, siguro medyo nag-open up na tayo in this kind of
Compare to few years ago, let's say
yes,
mga
compared to few years
1990s or
ago. Yes,
2000s, yeah, somehow
correct.
mas progress.
So, so I'm really proud of these couple, our friends, who have beaten the odds and changing the norms basically, and help promoting love, diba? So eto today it's gonna be love wins. So
So pahabol 'to sa February 14 na Valentine's,
yeah,
pahabol
love
natin.
month, yeah, love month tayo. So full
Love
month,
month,
it's
okay,
all about
sige,
love,
sige.
love, 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 love. So ayun. So there you go. So these two peoples are also one of our previous partners, some mission to make a change PH, when we had our outreach programs for the National Children's Hospital Cancer Ward, and also they have been sponsors to
Ah,
our Iraya Mangyan Scholars. So yun. Um, Sige na, wag na natin patagalin pa. Let us introduce the awesome couple, G and D, Jerome and David. Hi
the power
guys,
couple.
the power couple. Sana ba yun? Ayun.
Hello.
Hi, power couple. There you
Sawadee
Oh, can you guys are in Dumaguete right now. Can you guys greet us in Visaya?
Ilonggo ba salita diyan? Ano bang salita?
No,
Hiligaynon?
Bisaya.
Cebuano, Visaya.
Ah,
Meron po
okay,
bigay nun po sa
okay.
buwan. Pero mostly daw sa
Cebuano.
Taayon. And hapon.
Ah,
Ayong hapon.
maayong
Ayang hapon.
hapon. Oh,
Oh,
'di ba?
marunong ka.
See? Good job.
Good job. That's it. That's all I know. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. How about thank you? I wait. It's the same.
Daghang salamat. Maraming salamat. Daghang
Oh,
salamat.
oh, oh.
Ayun.
How about the gay term?
Ay, dito. Jerome. Jerome. Uy.
I, you don't know? Bayot, I guess. Bayot.
Okay. Kala ko naman yung salamat. Pero yeah, bayot is
Right? See? I know because,
ng salamat.
husband or like jowa. I know the term.
Um, Wait,
Yun.
ang iba daw ang asawa is for ladies. Ladies ka? Tapos iba yung sa husband. Pang term.
Ang alam ko like if jowa, it's uyab.
Uyab. Uyab is jowa, yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
See?
yeah.
Uyab.
Sweetheart. Heart.
Because my mom speak the language there, so the dialect there, so
Yeah.
yeah, uyab. Go on. See,
Uyab.
uyab, uyab. Hi, he's my uyab. Yeah. He's my uyab.
Ube.
Ube. Ubebe,
Ube. Ooh.
bebe.
Bobs. Yeah.
So yeah, guys. So how was your weekend so far, guys?
At home. Yeah. Best. Kasi yeah, we had spent our anniversary last week sa Ako Island. So now, to be safe.
It's pandemic. It's raining.
And it's
There's
pandemic.
so we tried out a new restaurant yesterday. That was nice. Noel's,
Well, brunch bar.
yeah,
Just
down the street.
down the
So that
street.
was really really nice. And then just staying in, pandemic. Yeah.
get home.
Oh, good news. Yesterday I did my first 10K. So I ran 10K with a friend of mine. And this morning I did 5K. So
Oh,
that's kind of nice.
yeah. You actually lost a lot of weight. I'm really proud of you.
Oh,
Ooh.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you already have a neck. I think you have to lend me some. because I kind of lost mine. So
I
Camera trick.
I work out every day now. I go to the gym every day, and before I go to the gym, I do at least a 5K, 10K. So and then we have food prep. We found it a lot easier during the pandemic to just have food delivered. So when you have food delivered, you don't go shopping. You can't overeat.
yeah. Because you don't have excess food, you just eat what's delivered.
Extra
No
rice.
extra
Yeah,
rice.
whatever's delivered.
Actually, Jerome also seems to have lost weight. Is he working out? No, I don't think he is.
Yeah, he works
No,
out. Yeah, look at it. Look at it. This has gotten so much smaller. Really, really.
I had super. Oh, rice super tummy. Eh, so mama, if,
Mm. Edith is saying they miss you
English here.
guys. Oo
Hi,
nga.
mama, from Bulacan. Mama
Oh,
Edith.
hi.
Pwede
Hi,
sa
hi, tita. I'm Jerome's ex.
Yeah, the reason.
The reason.
The reason
Thank you, Angel.
Angel.
you
Thank you,
became-
Angel, for turning him.
Oh my god, that's like the worst. Oh my. No, because I don't want to continue the sentence because I know someone who has an ex who became gay. So she's
Wow.
kind of blaming herself.
So,
Okay. So for me, at least for me, I know some bit of your history before you guys became together. So I guess Dion has a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First question. What were you before meeting each other? I mean, ano yung background nyo? What's your background? Career, work before?
Before.
And saan kayo based? Saan kayo based? Manila, and I think si David sa US. So, can you tell us more about that?
I did note.
well,
Okay.
Dion,
Okay.
just to let you know, David created script for this Q&A.
Well, for my background, before I met Jerome, I was just settling down. I just bought a new house in Modesto. So we were having some things built around the house and all that. So, and then I was a teacher. I taught 7th and 8th grade special education. And I loved teaching. And I was also an actor. I did a lot of live theater in Modesto and in the area. So my life, going to work, acting, teaching, doing all that. Plus, I'm an uncle and a brother, and so that was my life in Modesto before I met you.
And naman, before meeting David, I was unikaihan. I was the only
I like
in the
wait
family.
lang. I like the
Unikaihan.
way David looks at you, like full of love. Anyway, your hair is like so long, okay?
No. Yeah, I was the only gay in the family. In some and what else? Oh, I was working in the BPO industry now. I was a representative for 4 years, turning 5 actually.
Mm.
And
So both of you are already out by then,
yeah,
right? Yeah, okay. So openly gay by then. But um like of course Jerome had, relationship before with someone. I mean with Filipinos, you would have relationship with Americans. What's the difference? What do you think? Or
Well, for me, this is going to sound bad on my part. I never really dated an American person before because the way I was treated younger, I
ah,
was called names, spit on,
mm-mm,
I was beat up a lot,
bullied.
being bullied for being gay. So I never was interested in anyone that looked like me.
Mm,
So I was more attracted to people who were different, who are also being persecuted in a way.
mhm,
So so my relationships were always with other Asian men. Um, I dated Chinese and Japanese. So it sounds like oh, I'm one of those guys who just goes for Asian. Just so happens that that is what I was always
uh-huh.
attracted to. So yeah, I don't know about dating Americans. I
Mm.
would. I don't know why he did it, but I wouldn't.
Oh, you
Why
had
did
a
you pick
relationship
him? He's
with a
Latino. See, he looks so Latino.
Yeah. Hola, ¿qué
Hola.
hola,
paso? Hola.
¿cómo estás, señorita?
Okay.
But you're Latino girl.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, he had a relationship with a white guy, and yeah, it was just I would
Yeah.
say a
Yeah.
bad experience with him.
Yeah,
That's why.
just not really good experience.
Not working for you. How about you, Jerome?
But yeah, I was in the we had this so-called community, like in a gay community, but you had this community na you're into this, you're into that, and yeah, I had boy exes, um, to who I actually introduced to my parents, to my family, ganyan. But yeah, it didn't work. Maybe because I was still exploring or
You're
whatever
still
reason.
young, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. And also, yeah, they were exploring still as well, something like that. Yeah, just happened that I met this person next to me, met this guy next to me on a not so famous app that time. Yeah, and it worked. Oh, girl.
Oo. So, I'm not sure if you're comfortable answering this. So, how did you guys two meet? Really? How?
It was an online site. Um,
Mhm.
It was a gay app.
it was a gay
Gay
app.
app. Why gay app?
Yeah,
Yes.
it
So,
was.
gay app could, give you love as well.
It gave us love,
So
and it
this is
was
a,
actually
like a really modern kind of finding your true love in a modern
Yeah,
digital way.
the modern romance. Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of people meet each other like that, and we were lucky enough to meet each other like that, and so we started. We liked talking to each other, and then we decided to exchange phone numbers and Facebook and all that other stuff, and um,
FaceTime.
FaceTime. Yes. So we started chatting with each other almost every day. It was every day.
yeah. Even when I was working, BPO offices, they're not allowing us to bring cell phones inside. But
You still bring
He
your
never
phone
did.
inside.
He never
I
did.
never did. Yeah, I
No.
was
Ah,
always in
okay,
the
okay.
locker area.
Uh,
I
You're
tell
always
you,
in the locker area.
yes,
In the
often.
locker area. Yeah. I
Yeah.
saw the inside of the locker a few times. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
But also, he had bus rides that were like over an hour. So he was commuting from Bulacan to East. Uh, you know, so there's that. When it was good,
yeah.
while he was commuting. Yeah.
Or I would stay in the office, or in
Mm,
Caloocan. 'Cause, yeah, I used to be a choir member as well that time,
mm-mm.
Caloocan. So yeah, whenever I commute, either going home or going to Caloocan, serve, I was we
We
were
were chatting. Yeah.
really doing FaceTime.
I remember one time Jerome has visited me and you guys are already, talking on FaceTime. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's really cute. And yeah, I'm also just, curious about how did or when or how did you, realize or when did you realize that, you're gonna wanna spend, the rest of your life together? Like this is the one.
I have to say, the very first time I saw you was during an episode of the call center,
also in a show.
the call
Yeah,
center
Ah,
show, and
yeah.
I was watching that, because he was telling me that he was going to do a show. So I said, okay, I'm going to watch it. And so I watched it. So that's when I first saw you. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. Um,
I'm laughing because I remember
I was so
back in those days,
jealous.
yeah, he was like jealous with like the JM with drums. Like, that's
So
just
handsome.
fun. Yeah,
It was
it's
just for fun. Well,
it's
he was
something
also,
kinda,
yeah,
yeah, I was so gay,
he was
you
so
know,
Yeah.
flamboyant. Yeah,
flamboyant in front of the
Yeah.
camera.
Like the gayish gay with beard, you know?
yeah. So how did we decide that? Well, I was planning a vacation. I was going to go to
No.
Vietnam, and I thought, well, why don't I change that and just go meet him? I mean, I'm going to go on vacation anyway, and so I thought, okay,
Yeah.
instead of going to Vietnam, I'll just go to the Philippines. If it works out, then I'm a lucky guy, and if it doesn't work out, oh well, at least I tried. So I booked a flight and went to. We met in Manila. The bad thing is my phone wasn't working in the Manila airport, so I thought he had catfished me. I thought I was catfished. I really, really did think he wasn't going to show up. So I was in the airport trying to figure out my plan, what I was going to do. So yeah,
Scary.
it
So
was scary.
you didn't come early?
Well, it was on time. He was on time.
I was
Yeah,
on time. Yeah, I
because
was.
he was telling me that
No,
like
Jerome. Because I thought you should be like waiting when they, get off and, walk outside. You should be like waiting with balloons.
oh, that time there were like two sides.
There
So
was two sides.
Ah.
I
I
was on
came
the
out
other
this side.
side.
He was over there.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Like
remember.
hide and seek.
Yeah, so I would go this way. He would go that way. Yeah,
And
yeah.
you
So
don't have data, like, to
yeah, I
contact
didn't
them.
have data. Yeah,
Yeah.
So how
and
did
then
you guys?
I couldn't go outside. Well, I did go outside one time, and then it was very hard to get back inside because I had all my luggage. So yeah, it was a big mess up. So how did we finally? Finally, I think I was just standing there, just making my
We were-
plan. Like, okay, I gotta try to figure out how
Yeah,
to
I
get
saw
a
him
taxi.
standing in the middle of the crowd with his two luggage. Yeah, two luggage. Yeah. They brought cake, like, hey, welcome to the Philippines.
Yeah, then
Kabuhay.
I saw him walking up with his little.
A
He had a
little
little
hat.
hat and a little cake, and he looked so cute. He looked so much cuter than our FaceTime. So yeah, so that was a good feeling. We stayed in Tahiti for a couple of days, and then we went on this beautiful trip to El Nido, where first we stopped at
Oh.
Sessa, and we went to El Nido, and then at El Nido, it was just like we were meant to be together. We just knew that we were going to
You
be
get, yeah.
together.
So who popped the question? Hi.
It's a
So,
gift.
it's so
Puzzle
cute.
necklaces.
So
Yeah.
not the usual, ring and all.
Oh, was that?
Right?
Not the usual ring and all. It's a necklace for you
Yeah.
guys.
It's just a not. It's not actually a couple necklace because there's like it's puzzle piece, but there's like spaces. So,
So we can always add our.
Oh,
It's really
oh,
so
sweet.
that,
It's
that was
easy.
a bad idea. I said, okay, I just realized this is not a couple
Yeah,
necklace. Yeah,
and it was really fun because it was really fun. We were on a, I don't
we
know,
were on a tour that
boat tour B or C, one of those in El Nido, and we were at this
like an abandoned island,
that had this like church
like a
thing
church.
in the middle, and it was so beautiful. And I'm just looking at it like this, and all of a sudden he's like behind me, like putting this on around my neck. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah, and so it was
You
really
thought he was choking you, like,
killing me on this island.
That's it. That's it. My chance.
Yeah, so that's so
That was the beginning. Yeah.
that was like it was kind of like a promise ring, a promise ring. That's how.
Yeah.
Nice. It's really cute. It's really sweet. So,
So that's
sorry. Ah, okay.
Oh, that's how. Yeah, that's how we
Mhm.
that's
decided
But
like to step it up.
that's a really cute, proposal, so to speak. So then how did you guys plan to have a wedding? Like, didn't you, well, of course you can't do the wedding here. So what was the process that you had to take in order for you guys to, be wed?
Yeah.
okay. The
Yeah. Cause
visa process.
yeah. Because what do you call this? Yeah, you're right. We are not allowed yet. Oh, yeah. We don't have same-sex marriage here yet.
It
Yes.
just so happened that in America it had just been legalized
Legalized that time.
to
Yeah.
get married, and so that was
We
like
started talking about it.
that's when we started talking about it. It's like, wait, they just legalized it. Here's our chance. So
Yeah. So when we started talking about it, I think it was already back. It was after the vacation that we had here. So yeah, we started talking about it, and we didn't really talk about like wedding. We really talked about like, okay, so after wedding, what are we gonna be? Are we gonna be ready to face the world, being us? Are we just gonna be in like what secret relationship or what? You know, those kind of questions. Because
Mhm.
we are older and younger, we have this. We are part of this. What do you say? Taboo, yeah, or a stigma.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Being in an older younger relationship. So we
Correct.
started talking about those so that like in the future we will not get hurt emotionally, physically, or what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we started
it's
talking about
34
it.
years gap, no? Right?
Yes, yeah. So it was
24.
really
24?
34,
24.
yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's just so happened that David looks younger than Jerome, but yeah, apparently
well.
it's the
Okay,
other way around.
I know, right? Yeah, but yeah, so far, in our community, we've been meeting or we've been like getting comments or messages like, "Hey, we're like in this." Somebody beat a record actually, like 40, right? Or the 42 years of age gap. But yeah, they're not really out, like in public.
Mhm.
Not even their families know that they are in a relationship. So yeah, we're kind of blessed to be
who
like
we are.
who we are.
We just decided to face the world just the way it is. I mean, there were there's a lot of people who were thinking I was like sugar daddy, or I was a this, I was a
Yeah.
that,
Perv, and I,
a
I, I
perv,
was I'm a gold digger like that. Yeah,
and we've heard it all.
Mm.
We've seen the looks.
we still
We
hear
get
it.
the looks from in the gay community, more so in the gay community
Yeah,
than we
it's
do
hard.
in
Sorry,
the
nagkakamot ako ng
straight
puti.
the straight community. We're judged more. I mean, for a community of people where we're always talking about being judged, we sure are judgy, and we have been judged a lot. So, but you know what? We decided to just face it just how it is. Love conquers all,
Mhm.
and so we decided to do it.
Aw.
But what we did is things that we have in America is we did the A1 visa.
The K1 visa, yeah, that was the process for us to get like married in the US, where we only had like 90 days since like from the time I arrived in the US, I only have 90 days to get married with him
Or
and
not.
or not, yeah. So if we didn't get married after 90 days, yeah, I needed to fly back to the
Mm.
Philippines. Yeah,
Oh, pretty
that was a
challenging.
K1 visa process there. Yeah.
So you guys got married right away.
When it was a little bit different when he arrived in America, I was at the airport at the right gate with a big sign that I had paid,
Yeah.
and I had bought our ring.
Aw.
And so it's when he arrived and we said hello. I got on my knee and I proposed to him. there at the airport. Up there.
Oh my gosh, it's like really sweet.
Haba ng hair mo, Jerome. Haba ng
Yeah,
hair mo.
haba ng
Tapos
hair.
Australia.
Yes. Your hair is all around the place, you know. That's how long it is. Kakaloka. So
Okay,
from there, how
question. Just
hmm,
I have a question. So
Oh,
having that kind of May December kind of
oh
relationship
Dion.
in
sorry.
terms of or struggles that you on both of you? What are the
Struggle.
challenges or struggles that you
Yeah.
Struggles we have with the May, December.
Like between you guys.
Um,
with
I really don't see any trouble. I mean,
that
we
kind of
Rudy,
Dion is
Dion
still
ay,
ano, loading.
age gap.
ay yan Dion.
all right. Well,
Ayun na, okay.
Yeah.
for us,
Okay na.
there hasn't really been any struggles. We like doing the same things. We like traveling. Before the pandemic, we were traveling all the time, doing hiking, swimming, snorkeling. We were doing all those things. The only really trouble that we ever encountered are just the way people
Mm,
Look.
looked at us.
like the
Our
outside factor only.
That was the only
Oh,
factor that we had. We never
Yeah,
had
it's always the
anything.
outside.
But now I'm noticing like maybe my hearing is going, and so I'm having to say what and yeah. So it's a little bit tough, especially when we're walking around wearing masks all the time. And I'm
Mm,
like,
yeah.
could you just say something? So I think maybe at I'm 62 years old, so I think maybe my hearing might be going a little bit, but that's it. I mean, we did 3 dives last weekend. I was able
Mhm.
to do all that stuff. I'm very active all the time, so
Mm.
I have to kick him in the butt sometimes to get a little bit more active. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
more active than
yeah, I know. That guy is like, it's like me. He's like me. He doesn't like working out.
the bar.
yeah, but that's about it. To be honest, like we never really had any struggles. You know,
It's just, yeah, like what Angel said, it's all the outside factor. People, how they look at us.
external factors. Yeah.
So, how did you guys, comfort each other? For example, was there ever a time wherein one of you are too affected of what was of the outside factor, and how did you guys overcame it? Like, how did you like comfort
Or you
each
just
other?
shrug it off.
Ah, yeah,
you just shrug it off. Really, I mean, it's just like
shake it off.
yeah,
Shake
you
it
just
off.
shrug it off. You just have to. It's like, um, a duck water or whatever. Um, the thing is, we can't control what people think about us. We can't, you know, we can't control what's going to here. And the great thing about that is the friends that we have made and the people that we do spend time with are accepting of us of exactly who we are. And they
That's
don't
enough.
they don't see it as an age difference. My family loves him so much. His family is very very loving to me, um, and so what my neighbor may think about me, I
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't.
all I can do is smile at them and love them unconditionally because their opinion really doesn't matter. They're not paying my rent. They're not buying my shoes. They're not, you know,
true.
it doesn't really matter what they think.
Yeah.
You know.
In short, in Tagalog, we call it hindi mo ko pinapalamon. So, you don't get to say
Palamon talaga.
anything.
Palamon
Oh,
talaga.
right? Hindi mo ko pinapalaman. So, you don't get to say anything about, me if you don't, buy my food. I mean, like, yeah, don't pay my bills.
Don't pay
So
Well,
my bill.
see, we would see it in Dumaguete. Well, there are foreigners, a lot of foreigners who marry younger Filipina.
Yeah, there's a
Um,
lot.
so we see a lot of uh,
younger. So,
younger
so do you
foreigner
get?
Filipinas,
Uh-huh.
and so I look at them and I think, oh, I see what people may think. It looks a little
Yeah.
odd. It does look a little strange, but we're not walking around holding hands. We're not walking around doing all that others. We're not doing
Kissing in public.
displays of public
We
affection. We're
don't do
not
that.
doing any of
Yeah.
that. We're
Mhm.
just, you know, this old guy and this younger guy. And sometimes he can act like he's my guide or my nurse.
Tour guide. Mag-get the tour guide.
Yeah.
Very
Tour
good.
guide. So cute.
Really?
So do you guys think that, Dumaguete is an epicenter of May December?
Epicenter. The
Epicenter.
word. Well, I would say Visayas. Yeah, we went to Cebu one time. There's also a
There's
Well,
lot.
also a lot.
we saw it in BGC too in the fort.
Oh yeah.
We saw it a
No,
lot.
Yeah, it's actually, yeah, it's everywhere naman.
everywhere.
I think that actually here, or I don't know, before, I guess it was, it was big, the May December thing. But I guess right now, at least the good thing about it is that people are already, kind of opening up about it, like
Mhm. Yeah.
accepting that, on age, we say this a lot, age doesn't matter, and that, age is just a number, and
What
it
matters
doesn't
is
matter.
love, right?
Yes, yes.
Even at work, I would just to let you know, guys. Friends at work right now. Yeah, they're telling me that they're really used to it because in they're seeing about or they have friends as well who are foreigner, older foreigner, gawas, we or maybe or even in the office. Yeah, there's few people who have older foreigner
Mm-hmm.
boyfriends, girlfriends.
Mm-hmm. So fast forward to the time you decided to settle in the Philippines, or well, in Dumaguete specifically. How did you guys decide to like settle in the Philippines and choose Dumaguete as as
Yeah.
gonna be your
Or why not stay in the US?
or like in the Bahamas or
Yeah,
Oh.
Bahamas. Or yeah, the U.S. at the time. There was a few years ago when we decided to leave. There was political. Yeah, it was a little too political for me. There was a lot of
Killing, mass killing.
well, the school
That time,
shootings and all that. As a school
Oh
teacher,
yeah.
that was starting to get scary. No gun control. There wasn't any of that. Plus, I started seeing an anti-color
mm,
segment of people in America rising up and getting powerful. And I feared for Jerome's life. I here he is, and I promised his mama that I would never hurt him or let him get hurt. And so I started thinking, I'm at work. He's goes to the store. What if someone does something? So we decided I could retire early, and let's go to the Philippines. Why the Philippines? Yeah, because it was just going to be easier for the visa and all that other stuff. I got a SRRV, the special retirement visa.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and
mm-hmm.
yeah, so it was a little bit easier. But now, I mean, since we're here, I would like to maybe venture out and try to live maybe in Vietnam or
yeah,
Portugal. I would love to go check out Portugal.
we're thinking of relocating again.
Yeah. But and well, with this pandemic, I mean, so we ended up in Manila. Taguig was great living in the
Mm-hmm.
fort because it was very Western for me, and it was
Mm-hmm.
very, very comfortable.
Yeah,
With
in
adjustment.
BGC.
Good adjustment. There's taxis and malls. I can go get brand stuff. wherever I wanted. There was so much shopping and air conditioners everywhere. That was so nice. But then we visited Dumaguete, and there was something about Dumaguete when we got off the plane, and I smelled like people burning leaves, or there was this. There was something that just made me feel so comfortable that I said, "Oh, I really feel at home here." And so we settled down in Dumaguete. No taxi. We have petty cabs or tricycles. There's no street lights. There's no crosswalks really. There's um, no malls. Well, there's malls, but there's small malls with no brand.
Limited,
Yeah.
limited options.
So I have McDonald's and Jollibee and all that, but there's no like Jumbo Juice and there's no things like that. So maybe it's time to get a little bit more comfortable. Yeah.
At least it's healthier, right? It's healthier to live there, I guess.
It is healthy to live here. I mean, the great thing is I've met wonderful people. I've met a great coach. I have a great coach. I work out every day, like I said, at Fit and Play. And so there are some really wonderful things. The boulevard, the ocean. I mean, we can look out our window and we can see Cebu. We, not too far from Apple Island or all the islands, whale sharks. So before the pandemic, it was nice because we could just hop on a plane and go to Cebu or a ferry to go over to Cebu and do all the things that were really comfortable. But
Mhm.
during the pandemic, now we're kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Now I want to.
You yeah, you were kind of like imprisoned in the paradise. Yeah.
I
And then it's not
remember
paradise anymore.
I remember the last time that we met them, we visited them, Angel, on their condominium in BGC, right? Before.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
we're there for a year. 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was like stuck mesmerizing. I mean, I'm imagining how difficult it was for you guys, especially. Well, actually, if you think about it, it was difficult for everyone. Even my mom was like complaining that
Yes,
she's like imprisoned here. So she actually, when the ban or what do you call it, when the lockdown got lifted, she actually went to the province because she was the other way around the man that she is so tired of being in the city and she just want to be able to walk around again, so she went to the province, so she's still there right now. So um
remember the quarantine, di ba? We passed
right,
through.
yeah, and that's the thing as well about planning to travel or move around during this pandemic. It's like it's really hard, like you have to go in quarantine, you have to do multiple tests before you could even fly.
Uh,
Yeah, and I haven't been able to go back to America to visit my family or take care of some business I would like to because if I left the Philippines, I would not be able to come back in. And the only thing was is if you were married
With the Filipino.
with a well the Filipino, yeah, but they don't see our marriage as legal, so I would be
Correct.
saying that I'm
He's not
married.
allowed.
But they just lifted that ban, I think, February 16th. So because I have my SRRB, I would be able to come back with all. But I have a lot of hoops that I have to go through. A lot of
Yeah,
uh,
tedious. Yeah, super tedious process to follow. So would you say that you're already like kind of adjusted to the province life, or if you're still gonna choose city life or province life?
province life is nice. I mean, I like it here. There's a lot of wonderful things. We could walk around, feel safe. Um, the barangay that we live in, Yapi. We got our bag of rice. I mean, there's so many things that are so nice here. Um, but I would like to be able to go to an Apple store and buy a
Mm.
phone right away. I would like to be able to buy a shirt that fits me. That's the one thing here in Dumaguete. They don't have clothes or even shoes wide enough for my feet. So that is a little. It's a little. I mean,
That's a problem.
that's a problem for me. I like
For
to
him.
shop. I like to shop, but
That's his problem.
but you always see me in the same outfits now because I haven't been able to shop for over a year. So, um, and you
Did
know
you
what?
guys
That just sounds
aren't
like
you guys trying like Zalora, Shopee, Lazada?
He does our only option, like online. But,
Online,
we're still
online.
hesitant doing online because
Yeah,
hard.
but you miss the feeling of physically shopping.
well, I
Yeah,
could get a 3X shirt that's still this big. I mean, really, it's this big. It's a 3X for what? You
yeah.
know, it's like so.
They're gonna go through the hassle of turning in, waiting again.
I don't even
Yeah.
return it. It just sits there. And I know that really sounds like a first world problem. Is that what people call it?
Yeah, first
About
world
not being
problem.
able to shop. And it's not that. I'm not being elitist. I'm not being like that. It's just it's nice to be able to buy things that fit. And right now I can't go to any store and really buy anything that fits. So
Yeah.
that's difficult.
That's
Hmm.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
still,
it sounds like a
Well, at
first
least you
world
save some
problem.
money. David.
That's
At least
exactly
you
right.
save some money.
or
That's what we
or
were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
or
watch
Jerome
more.
could learn a new hobby. He could learn how to
Selling.
to s- to what do you
Quilting,
call it?
quilting.
So, cro-
Sewing,
Yeah,
crochet.
Crochet.
he'll be no. He'll be the one to adjust the sizes of the shirts. Like if it's too big or if it's too small, he should combine two shirts.
There we go.
there you go.
Like,
Sometimes it'd have to be three of those 3X shirts
Yeah.
to get like that. But yeah.
Yeah, I remember back in Taguig, we were having a hard time finding shirts na for him. We were having a hard time, yeah. So
But we would go to the mall in
now in the
green.
Magete, yeah,
What is
yeah,
that? Green,
like more struggle.
Greenville,
green belt or
green belt. Yeah, there were
yeah,
some good.
yeah,
There were some U.S.
your sizes. Yes.
Yeah, U.S. sizes there.
American.
American Outfitters, Gap,
Hmm.
things like that that I was able to buy.
Hmm. Okay, so what are your takeaways during the pandemic? So we all have experienced, some, bad stuff, but what are the good stuff that you think that, your takeaway or the lessons that you have learned?
Um, it's true, so that's what I've
Uh,
been learning ever since. Talking about these struggles, lalo na sa
Yeah,
kanya. And like,
and
yeah,
these
at the end
these
of the day, you're gonna sleep and you're still breathing.
yeah these struggles really are not that bad compared
It's
to
not
what
that
a
bad.
lot of people have had to go through. So, even complaining about some of those
Yeah.
things just seems so trivial or so. But I think my takeaway is I think I'm the luckiest man alive because I can't imagine if we did not love each other as much as we do, what it would be like stuck in what is this, 32 square meter condominium. I mean, I couldn't imagine being stuck in a place with anyone else. Um, it's that's been my takeaway. I'm the
uh,
luckiest man. I really, really enjoy being.
Into that. Yeah, this was so
I
fast. I always think
this is
about
perseverance lang,
have
no?
we have jobs, we have roofs over our heads, we have food. Yeah, we can complain, for an hour, and after that, you're tired. You need to move on.
Hmm. So I think Leon has a question before,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as an LGBT couple, what are your message sa LGBT community sa Philippines or all over the world?
Especially,
Wow.
Especially to those who experiencing discrimination,
Um, it gets better. I mean, it really, really does get better. There's the struggle of coming out to your family. Um, coming out first of yourself, and then coming out to your family. And then remember, for the younger people, when you come out to your family still has to come out about you. So
Uh-huh.
it's kind of tough on the family, because they have to figure out how they're going to come out as. So give your family time, give your family the love that they need, um, and if you are in a situation where your family is not accepting, um, just know that when you get out into the world on your own, it will get better. You will find your people. You will find your tribe. They're there waiting for you with open arms.
Yeah.
And if you ever need anything, you can always reach out to us at gdblog.net. And
Yeah.
if you have any
Definitely.
questions, yeah, if you if you need some support, even if it's just yeah, even if it's just an ear or
Yeah.
eyes to read your thoughts, um, yeah, we're
We're
here for
here.
you.
We're always on.
Oh, I see.
Sad.
And actually, that's a good thing. What you said, David, that the families also have to come out, right? I actually never thought of it that way. I just thought that you will come out, and then apparently, yeah, it's a good thing that people would also understand that the family would also go through the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a domino effect.
Yeah,
So when you
yeah.
come out, good for you. So next thing is for family to help you come out to the world.
Mhm.
well,
Because yeah, they're the ones who will help
Well, because a lot of moms and dads think, oh my God, what did I do wrong? What did
Mhm.
I do? Why is my child like this? And then how are they going to tell their friends that their child is gay? I mean, how are they going to do that? And not just gay, there's the transgender. We have our gender, it must be very, very difficult. When I came out, we were gay or bisexual or straight. I mean, and now it's this gender fluidity and
Yeah,
all this
gender
other
pansexual,
fluid.
stuff that so many
pansexual.
pansexual that people have to come out with. And so
Yeah, they need time as well to understand. At the
everyone
end of the
needs
day,
time.
they're still our parents who will love us.
And another wonderful thing is when I was a kid, I did not have TV shows or I did not see gay people on TV. And if I did see gay people in the movies, they were usually the bad person, or they were the one that you know was going to be killed or something like that. And today, especially here in the Philippines, I mean, I just watch TV and I'm just blown away by by Vice to see Vice on TV,
That's ganda.
Vice, and then
What
Mia, and
other
on all these people
gay
who
Mimio?
are
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, who are just out and watching a TV show and seeing so many trans, right? And then we've met some of the most beautiful people in the Philippines. So I think the Philippines is more advanced as far as that goes than America. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I really do think.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too, that coming, because I guess Filipinos like love funny people, and most of the time, the gay people are the ones who get to be like funny. They make people laugh, so people really enjoy them so much. Well, being Filipino, we love to laugh, so I guess that's one of the things that, like, and actually, growing up, most of the smartest one in the class would also be, it's either a woman or a gay guy. So, right? Yeah, the first honor would always be either a woman or gay. So, actually, here, at least at a young age, we get to already respect gay people as people who are hardworking. They study a lot, and yeah, maybe just the marrying thing is
Yeah,
something that is not yet being accepted or discussed here, but I know some people who are already living together and actually like did like a wedding. Well, not on paper, but they would do weddings. Some of our friends
It's
from San ba yun, Dion? From Calaguas, our tour operator in
Yeah.
Calaguas are also a gay couple. So yeah, there's actually a lot of you know
Well, at least in the Philippines, somehow it's on the right track, more progressive, I guess. Though
I
there's a
think we're
lot of
getting
things to do, but the Philippines is on the
improving.
right track.
Yeah,
mm-mm.
we are.
Yeah.
So
And so I think one of the things for us, just being visible, not hiding, um, whenever we, like when we go places, like when I got my SRRV, with the PRA in the Philippines, the Philippine Environment Association, I actually said he was my husband. And it's down on legal documents that he's my husband. The condo that we're in, we're known as he is my husband. So we that's just how it is. And so I think that's one of the things that we saw in America. The more that people were open about it,
mhm.
the more people were accepting.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
really true. So what would be your message to those naman who haven't found love yet, but would love to, find love? So what will be your
Aray ko
message?
naman, Angel, ang sakit-sakit naman.
Oh,
So,
Nakaka-hurt.
so this is for Dion.
yeah. So this so I would like to answer this. Dion.
Okay, Dion pala to. For me, well, if you still have the energy to find, the true love, then yeah, keep on finding that person. And if you're tired, yeah, take rest, have a nap. That person might be, looking for you as well.
And it's really, really hard.
And there are different ways, right? Love moves in mysterious ways. Like
Yeah.
us, we found each other online, through app, or if you're an old school person, yeah, go to coffee shop, libraries, diba?
Bars.
Yeah, a bar.
Hi, anong number mo? Ganun.
What sign are you?
I know you.
I've never heard of
Scorpio.
that
Oh,
question.
sorry. That's back in the day. What sign are you? Eel. Um, I think one of the things, though, it's really, really hard right now with the pandemic. You can't really do a lot of face to face. You can't really. I mean, the
Yeah,
great thing about it is we get to wear a mask. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, if you got like beautiful eyes, you know, that, right?
there you go. Yeah. The thing is when you stop looking, that's when love will find you. I mean, when you're out
Aw.
there searching, looking,
oh,
looking, looking all the time, you have to. It's a lot of frogs or something like that to find your print. But nowadays we can't do that. We have to be very, very careful. So when you really start, like, what does RuPaul say?
yeah, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I
Can I
get
get an
an amen up
amen?
in here? Yeah, love yourself first.
Nice.
So,
It's a really nice thing. I'll add it on the banner. Okay. When you stop
Yeah,
looking, love will find you.
coffee banner.
David. Yeah. So super quotable, right? Okay. So ayan to all those, not only to straight people, but of course to those LGBTQ and Q&A plus. Yeah.
Yes, plus,
QA plus.
Basically,
minus,
yeah, plus plus
hashtag, divided by.
unicorns. Yes. I mean, as David says it
ABC,
as well, love moves
ABC.
in, yeah, so love moves in mysterious ways, and yeah, love will, at the end of the day, love will win, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love will
Love win.
Yun,
ah,
love it.
Char.
Okay, so we really want to thank you guys for, giving
you.
us,
Thank
piece of your
you. Thank
time.
you.
Ayun. Do you have anyone you would like to greet? Ganyan. Kuya
Oh,
Guard,
Anything you
ganyan.
want to promote? Anything you want to promote?
Kuya God.
Go ahead to
It's your
promote.
time.
ayan na, promote. Okay. By the way, shout out sa Paredes and Malabanan and the
Yarberries.
Yarberries in the US,
Hi.
Schultz family, Schultz clan. Hi to you all. And
Here, here it's just like I have my fit and play, my gym that I have to be at every day. You know what that's like, Dion. You find your place, you just got to go there. I mean, my day is ruined if I don't make it to the gym. So
Dion is a Spartan.
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, I'll be a Spartan, and that's the whole thing. You know, I've done this year. I'm working on my fourth um, marathon medal. So
Wow.
I'll just keep strong.
Yes, and hi sa friends ko sa Polfon, hi, and dito sa Dumaguete friends, and Manila and Caloocan friends. And yeah, promote na lang namin yung aming online platform, www.gdblog.net. Hi, Ira!
Hi!
I'm your
She's a big girl
tatay.
now.
Wow, she's grown so
She's
much.
your father.
Ira, ako ang tatay mo.
Long lost father si
Oh,
Jerome. Long lost
Hi,
father.
Ira. I'm
ayan.
your dad. Ayan.
Your
gdblog.net. Visit our
stepmother.
website. That's all. And we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe sa channel, of course, ng the Mad Media Factory.
Yes.
Yes.
Yon.
O, di ba?
Ay, may ganon. Yung for me kasi nasira yung socket. I just used it like a couple of times and it got broken. So there you go. I'm not
Bakit?
laugher. Ayun.
You just
So,
That's lang.
laugh.
oh,
Oh, I
diba?
didn't mean to laugh at
That's
you.
bad.
That was joking.
I
Wanted to
think you
testify.
mean it. Oh my gosh. Eh.
Yeah. Thank you so much again,
Yeah.
Dion and Angel,
Ayun.
for having us. Thank you.
Yun. I hope we guys could see each other again once the pandemic is
Yeah,
over. Maybe
sure.
once we are all vaccinated, if we are ever going to do that. Yeah. You guys take care. And you are our
Stay safe.
idol. Actually, you guys are the one who, inspired me to also set
Hello?
up like a vlog or whatever you call this.
Stream, yeah. With more
Yeah, 'cause
power kasi we stop, di ba? So, it's your, it's your time. Ah,
yeah. So there. So I know hopefully in the future we get to collaborate more since this
yes.
Yeah.
platform we will also use this to spread awareness in terms of depression, etc., outreach programs, etc. So
Very,
ayun.
very good.
Mm-mm. Thank you guys, and yeah, take care lang dyan.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Good to
See
see
you
you
guys.
both.
Yeah, likewise.
Bye.
There you go for Jerome and David. Very, inspiring story and very cute couple. Ayun. And
Oo
very
nga.
nosebleed. And very nosebleed. So,
Parang limited lang yung follow-up questions mo. Parang ayaw mo mag-follow-up
ah,
questions.
no, ano kasi my English is only supposed to work for like, 30 minutes lang. I rented English, but it's only good for 30 minutes. Pero tumagal tayo, so I, my no, my
Yeah.
I yeah, yeah, yeah. Ayun, nakakaloka. So, next week pala
But yeah,
Dion.
it's good to see
Ah,
Jerome and David again. I've only
oo,
seen them sa kanilang FB pages and yeah. So,
yeah. Nakakamiss yung gumagawa lang sila ng ng Graham. Graham float ba yun?
Yeah.
Ayan. Ayun, so next week, Dion, we're going to distribute na the donations that we have gathered. Yun
Wow.
nga, sa The Treat of Happiness Project, in collaboration with Street Pips Ministry ni Trip ni Lori. So, next week, we are going to share some bit of, updates on that. So, ayun. So, this,
Where do
eto
you
naman,
plan to distribute? Sa
along,
Manila?
along EDSA, pa-QC siguro. So, from Shaw maybe to QC Circle.
Open na ba ang ano diyan, public transportation?
So what's gonna
Ay,
happen is,
bakit?
hindi pa rin. Hindi pa rin. So,
Grab.
Grab meron, Grab, Angkas, Joyride, yeah. Yung mga hailing apps meron, mga taxis and all. But yung ibang ibang lugar wala pa masyadong public transpo. So there, yun, thank you din daw again, sabi ni ano. Ayan, and sabi ni, I think this is Jerome, congrats sa EOP. Ayun, 'di ba? Nag-EOP, English only policy. Ayan. Ayan. Next time I'm gonna bring, a dictionary. Nakakaloka.
Yeah, you should.
Tinatawaran ako ni Ayla, ikaw She's laughing at me. Ay, ayun. So, ayun. So, Dion, anong ganap mo after this?
Yeah, so aside from my spectacles, I bought my mountain bike here.
Oh. So,
So,
magpapabike
yeah,
ka.
so medyo namulubi na ako diyan, naubos yung sahod ko. But siguro after this, ayan, mag-bike ako. Maganda yung mga bike paths dito sa Darwin. Well, generally sa Australia kasi lahat ng city may bike paths. So,
Okay.
talagang pedestrian and then may bike paths. And then may
Nice.
yung
So, dahil naubos yung pera mo, magba-bike ka, tapos mamamalimos ka habang nagba-bike ka, no?
Mag-bike na lang ako, oo. Buti na lang yung trabaho ko dito sa city lang, naglalakad lang ako. Kasi wala na akong pamasahe, papasok.
Ayun. Hayaan mo, dadalhan ka din namin ng donation diyan, ha? Pag madadaanan ka namin. Ayan. So, nag-lag ka na naman. So, thank you guys for those who have watched. Ay. Yan, naputol-putol ka na.
Dito, maghahanap ako. Ayan, hello.
Ayan, okay na ulit.
Ayan. Okay.
Ayun. So yun, we'd like to thank everyone who have watched the show or who will watch the show. Please continue supporting us, and also, syempre, subscribe to our channel. So,
Yeah.
yun. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and also follow us on Facebook, The Mad Media Factory, and hit that dito ba yun? Yeah, dito.
Dito.
Yan.
Kahit
Yan. That side. No, kabila. Yan. Subscribe button. Ayun. And share this kasi what here, this platform is not, hindi lang siya about kalokohan, hindi siya about yung mga, made up things. This is about real talk, and also about, sharing great stories, inspirational stories,
yeah.
motivational stories. Ayan. So, hopefully you guys would enjoy and learn from our episodes, and yeah, thank you again. And this has been Angel Rain,
And this is Dion from from the land down under Darwin City,
Ayan.
Northern California.
Bye, humans.